Our community is shaped like an arch at the top of the city. It cannot develop further north because the bend of the stream is a natural boundary. It is prohibited to build above this place. When houses came up for sale, those closest to the creek were the first to sell. Our house is closer to the city. One evening I came home but didn't park in my garage. Linda's car would still be there. I also didn't pull into my driveway, until he didn't. I left my Volkswagen on the street and went out. No, there was no strange car at the house, but what I was able to see was worthy of closer study. I took photos, then walked to the back door and locked it after I entered. Linda was wearing only a bathrobe. "Are you ready to go to bed?" I asked. "In a way, yes," she replied. "I would like to make love early after dinner. What about you?" "Sounds tempting. I'll just go change for now." After dinner, I asked her, "What were you doing when I called and said I'd be there early?" "I cooked dinner and took off my clothes." "What else? Don't overlook anything." "What's the matter?" she asked. "Just tell me everything." "Okay." The ingredients for the meal were ready, so I started cooking dinner. Then I went upstairs, undressed, and put on this robe. Oh, and of course these slippers. Then I went downstairs, poured myself a glass of wine, and waited. You were here 20 minutes later. Nothing else? You didn't even, I don't know, go to the toilet? Didn't you close the curtains? I didn't do anything else at all. The curtains were already drawn. It gets dark so early these nights. What's bothering you so much? Okay, I'll tell you what's bothering me. Reverse chronological order would be best. Do you mind taking off your slippers first? It's nice and warm here. Fine. Great. Now come with me. I took her hand and we went up to the bedroom. So you stripped naked here? Yes. Where are your panties? What? Did you hear? She walked into the adjoining bathroom and rummaged through the laundry basket. Here, she said, picking them up. I snatched them from her. Why did they end up at the very bottom of the basket? What I do not know. Do you know what this is? I turned them inside out and brought them to her face. Nothing special. It's something more, I said. They were soaked through. This is wrong. It's just my juice. I said I felt horny, although now it's not so much, thank you. I threw them on the floor and dragged her into the shower. There's still water on the floor here. You were taking a shower after I called you. And what? I asked you to tell me everything you did. You never mentioned a soul. Oh, for God's sake, how was I supposed to know how many parts you needed? I took a shower, ready to have sex with you, but now I won't bother. I'd rather find your panties dry and you not horny. Come downstairs. Still barefoot, she followed me downstairs. I led her to the front door and opened it. I didn't know it snowed, she said. The snowfall has stopped now, but it started just before I left work. Do you see the footprints of a man walking away from this door? She didn't answer. She just shuddered. See that last print on the edge of our path? There is another one next to him. This is mine. I checked his shoe size. Your lover has shoe size 10, just like me. And there's a dark spot in the driveway where he was parked. This tells me that he arrived some time before the snow began to fall. About 3. And if you look closely, you can see where he backed out onto the street and headed north. This tells me that he must live here, closer to the creek. I'll explain everything. This is not necessary. I can explain that too. He parked in our driveway and had you this afternoon. He was still here when I called to say I'd be there early. He left his fingerprints and tire tracks while you were cleaning up the evidence. Am I right? Yes. She lowered her head. Will you tell him it's over? Yes. Fine. Then go. I pulled off her robe and admired her naked body for the last time. Then he pushed her out and locked the door. Subscribe to our channel so that your second chaff doesn't cheat on you, and go ahead and listen to the next story, because this story is nothing compared to the next one. If you're under 18, don't even think about listening to the next one.